What's up, everybody? Today on Local Legends, we're going to have two great entrepreneurs that are doing great things here in the city of Cudahy. And I want you guys to tune in and, man, tap into the vision that these guys have, how they started, where they're going. Tune in. Oh, yeah. What's up, fellas?
What's up? What's poppin'?
Man, so welcome to Madhouse, right?
Welcome to the Madhouse.
And Macrofit,
yeah.
Yeah, so it's interesting. You guys got two brands going on, very successful, believe me. I say that because I see it on a lot of people's other social media platforms. And I never got to meet you guys. I heard a lot about the gym. Ironically, I run 3 years. And I've been living in Cudahy for quite some time, yeah. But one of my friends, obviously Serge, was the one that connected me to both of you. I'm like, all right, man, it'll be an honor to actually go and hear the story and how you guys got into fitness. So tell me more about yourself, where you guys from, your family.
Memo Saro, 37 years old. Family my mother's from Sinaloa, Guasave, Sinaloa. My dad from San Luis Rio Colorado.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Arturo Saro, 33 years old, younger brother. And just the right-hand man of Memo here.
I've been to Guasave.
Yeah?
Have you? Yeah, I've been to Culiacan, Guasave. Beautiful state, man. Beautiful state.
Really humid, yeah.
Yeah, it's humid. I've driven out there all the way from here all the way to Guadalajara. So
nice.
It's I've been there several times. Yeah, nice state. I gotta ask you guys this question. What got you guys into? I mean, you guys are from. I think you guys were telling me you were from Southgate, right?
Southgate.
The origin. So is that where the idea came in from? Building a gym or?
No, it's one of those things. Life happens, man. Well, I'm gonna take it back.
All right.
So
Start from the beginning.
So when his whole goal in life has always been to be a professional golfer, right? So he goes off to college, gets a scholarship. When he leaves college, I had him too.
I was going to say what college it is.
Yeah, it was one of those points where my dad was like, "You gotta grow up too, motherfucker."
All right.
So I ended up going back with my mom.
I think my dad wanted to give you some responsibilities and give you some now it's time for you to grow up because you were making some good money at the time. You were at the union.
And I remember I never. This is why I look back and I never even offered to pay rent.
That was the thing.
Another thing. I never. I was just. I was smart. I thought I lived everything.
You know what? And there's a lot of people who go through that stage.
Yeah.
But that's a good thing. But in hindsight, is that you see it as a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, at that time, no, because he went straight to mommy.
And then I go to mom now,
and
then she didn't have much to offer. She was also trying to build, and she lived here in Bell. She lived in a trailer park, and all she could give me was a little 7x7 room. You know how big that is? 7 feet by 7?
Yeah.
By 7.
it was a little shack.
Literally, I did this, I could touch the...
Yeah.
Bro, because you tall.
So I went from having everything. I'm talking about sport. My dad, my parents, they were well off. Both of them were entrepreneurs our whole life. They took care of us with everything we wanted, had everything. I mean, they played golf. Golf's an expensive sport.
Yeah.
So going from that to the 7x7, it was I used to call it a doghouse, bro. That's what it felt like.
I humbled you quick.
Oh, fuck yeah, bro. That changed my life.
So you're living there
Off to college.
and you're in college. You're living the college life.
Yeah.
3,000 miles away in Virginia.
Oh, you're in the East Coast.
Yeah, East Coast. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a social to go out on the East Coast.
I don't want to assume, but I got to ask. You're living somewhat of a good life, studying.
Oh, no, it's tough, bro.
Yeah. It was tough just because 3,000 miles away, no friends, no family. I thought I was very self-efficient because of how we were raised by our parents, and so I felt that I was have a smooth transition over there and just be okay playing golf. But it hit hard, to be honest. Now it was
homesick.
Homesick out in Virginia. It was a HBCU, so historically black university. So I was the only Hispanic.
Culture clash.
So
we went from listening to banda music to
then, it's very different. And so everything was fine for the first couple of weeks, months, and then it just kind of sits. And then luckily though, I did have golf, but then the winter rolls in and then Virginia gets snowed out. So then I'm not able to golf. Then that's when the depression, then it hits in.
Because you're just indoors.
The whole time. And then
And you're out here in LA.
Correct. I was raised in Southern California, sunny, so I was being able to practice year round. So then I did not understand the difference from being able to personality.
How do you think some of those athletes do it? Like, 'cause I would think those circumstances are not they're not
ideal. So
yeah.
the difference was when I was approached by the university, the head coach, he flew me out. And he's like, we gave me the tour, and that was my main question. Like, let me see your indoor facility. Because we were going to go from Southern California, being able to play year round, to then the East Coast, I needed to see the indoor facility. He said, oh, well, we're actually building it out. We'll have it by the beginning of the year. And it never happened. So, to be honest, a pivotal moment in my golfing career was accepting a full ride to go to the East Coast. Not to say that they don't generate amazing talent and great players, but I was on the track to pursue my professional career.
Damn.
And it reflected the first event that I played in. So graduating high school, I was a 2+ handicap, meaning I would shoot under par everywhere. First event in North Carolina that we played, I was hacking it up because I hadn't played in the last 3 and 4 weeks outdoors.
So you were rusty.
Oh yeah. With golf, feel, your touch is everything. And
I always say, you rust.
Exactly.
I heard that a long time ago.
I suffered for sure. And then after that, I actually gave up the scholarship because I wanted to go to Texas and got a partial scholarship to go there because of the weather. But yeah.
So you went back to Texas. All along you're still 7x7.
7x7. I got a construction job, union.
All right.
Which, I mean, to be honest, I loved it. Even to this day, I wouldn't trade it for anything. Monday to Friday, good pay at the time, and weekend comes, you don't worry about nothing. Like chilling, yeah,
Straight chilling.
and then you're 6. I was home already by 3, 6 to 3, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. I mean, it was a great job. I love
really, you're coasting.
Hell yeah.
So then, how did you come back to what, LA? And
Yeah. So the whole time that he's at home, well, technically he's in the trailer park with my mom.
yeah.
I'm getting calls from my mom.
Oh hell no.
What do you mean? Oh, I don't know.
Oh, you went there.
Oh, you went there? Huh? Well, it's part of it because
Should have brought it to the podcast.
what do you mean? What are you talking about?
With the feathers though.
No, so she's calling me and complaining of him. Haciendo la vida de cuadritos. Yeah.
I was still spoiled brat.
I was spoiled by. So remember the lesson that he was supposed to learn from my dad or from our dad. The lesson wasn't learned because he went over there, and then now your brother is expecting comida. Sí, que me grita, que me empanta. It was just, he was still very much entitled, right? And so it even motivated my mom to buy the property faster.
Oh hell yeah.
So she ended up buying a property in Moreno Valley, and then she left the trailer park to him. And so now he upgraded. You got more real estate when that happened, right?
Hold on, told by 7.
So the only calls, and then I'll call you out on this, is the only calls I ever got were in complaints of him. Because he never called me when I was in college, 3,000 miles away.
That's true.
It was.
Yeah, I could be a sucky brother, I think.
But I come back from Virginia.
I can feel the bromance, by the way.
It's a give and take. So I come back. I would come back from Virginia, the holidays. I didn't want to come to the holidays, to be honest, because my dad was driving cross country at that time. So I would come home to no one, really. It was an empty house.
Wow.
And so I ended up going to Chicago with my college golf buddy. But when I did finally come home after the 2 years, he was at the trailer and he wasn't doing too well, even though he was making good money. And his work ethic has always been amazing, impeccable. So that's why he made huge leaps in the union, to the point that they wanted to promote him to be representative of the union.
Yeah.
And because of his work ethic. But once he clocks out. And so his lifestyle,
It was a mindset, I'm assuming.
discipline, mindset for sure.
Yeah.
So I come back and he's living in the trailer making, at the time, like $70,000, $80,000.
No, probably like 60.
Which, I mean, it was still good money back then.
And all 7 or 8, that was balling. That was balling right there.
But I would ask him, like, how much I saved? It was paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah,
You have anything?
paycheck.
Overweight, long hair, smoking. How much did you weigh back then?
Oh, I would more right now.
But I mean,
I'm more now, though. He's flexing out.
Body fat, I think probably like 260, but body fat, my body fat was probably like at 32, 35.
So at that time, I'm into fitness. I'm into wellness. I want to.
Okay.
I understand that there's a way of eating to change your body for a certain composition. So I go heavy on nutrition, on macros, and understanding. Because we love food. SOC, we love food. But
Remember how the reason why I would go get home and get mad at my mom because she'll go lazy. She's a really good cook.
she's an amazing cook.
So you're a good cook.
And I'm the foodie. So when I get home and she's just like, she'll be sleeping or I hate caldos.
Oh, we
Give me a caldo? Oh, no.
Wait, so you mean Carlos when it's 100 degrees?
Yeah, they do that shit to us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got stories of those.
yeah. Pozole, Carlos.
So you come back and then you said, you were the one that started the.
Yeah. So I dive into nutrition because I'm like, look, I love food. There has to be a way to eat what you want and still get the results that you want.
Yeah, of course.
Physique. So macros, right? Macronutrients, proteins, carbs, and fats. So I go into it. And I first started with myself. I'm like, hey, let me eat a certain amount of calories. Let me eat a certain amount of, not only calories, but carbs, proteins, fats. And then my body started getting some results.
And you learned this where?
YouTube.
Okay, got it.
At the time, there's a lot of social media coming up with Instagram, and you would see these influencers. Just at the time, they weren't even influencers. They were just people, regular Joes.
So you learned, you gravitated to that.
Yeah, that's always been my thing, like just education and
Got it.
learning. And so I applied that. I'm like, shit, it's working for me. I'm like, let me see if it's working for another person. I'm like, perfect. Like, this motherfucker needs it because he was not in the best place. And so
We'll try to get you guys a photo when I'm in the bed.
Yeah.
no, there's that picture and the reason why it's so
No, it'll go up. It'll go up. You made a decision at that.
That was the crossroad moment.
So for months, I'm like, hey, Memo, like, let's go to the gym. Memo, let's go. Let's do this. Like, you're too young, bro. You're 24 at the time. I'm like, you're in your prime.
Damn.
What the fuck are you doing? You're just wasting it. At the time, I was 20, 21. And I go into his room one day. Well, no, hold on. Because we're still living at the trailer at that point.
Okay, got it.
I'm driving to see him when I'm already in town all the time. And I'm like, bro, like, let's go work out. Let's go run. Let's do something.
Yeah.
Right. And finally, I'm like, what are you doing here? Like, you're come back to the house.
Well, then we started working out a lot. So I started coming over a lot.
LA Fitness, yeah.
So once I started coming over a lot, my dad was, hey, why don't you just move back in?
Well, I was he was
He'll come and go.
He was coming well with that, but he wasn't there. He wasn't there.
But I remember it came from him to just like, you're always here. Might as well just
So you weren't talking to him yet because of the accident. You didn't talk to him until the accident.
Throughout the time, yeah.
At the hospital. So he finally, I convinced him to move in. I'm like, proximity. With us, it's about proximity. And a lot of people that have come to grow with us and be with us, and we tell them, like, you want to grow with us, you just show up. And we can attest to people because
You'll
hit you up,
proud of your environment.
like, no, like, just bro, just show up. Meetings, decisions, minimum opportunities will happen in the room, and you can be around it if you just just show up.
People say showing up is half the battle.
It's half the battle. And so we're going to the gym a lot, and I'm like, all right, let me teach everything I'm doing to my brother. He's the amazing chef.
So he gets that from your mom.
Correct. Growing up, he would cook, I would clean. That was the mark. Right?
All right.
And that's probably why you never developed that skill set to clean.
I clean it.
Motherfucker. So he's cooking, he's cleaning, but then I'm teaching him, like, hey, like, instead of using oils or instead of just eating a lo pendejo, weigh it out. So you're gonna eat this amount of protein, this amount of carbs. And
that could be frustrating for people
at first,
right?
Well, yeah, because
A lot of people go through that.
because they don't teach this.
Yeah.
No.
They don't teach.
So once you learn what food consists of, like carbs, protein, fats, now I was able to, I could have a pizza and still keep the fats low because I'm measuring all the fats I'm putting in there.
Or
I start finding little hacks on how to make food that's healthier than your normal
how you're
junk food.
renovating what's already out there to fit what your taste buds want and your goals.
So who's made this pizza in the past?
Oh, you
Me, I make pizza.
All right, but I gotta go. I'm a pizza guy, bro.
Arturo here, founder and CFO of MacroFit. We're here at the location Saturday morning. Let's give you guys a tour. Again, Saturday morning, we're already getting some of the orders prepped. As you can see, it's an assembly style line. So because every single order is custom built, we have our carb leader. that's gonna look at the order, look at what veggies and carbs, depending on your order, and he starts prepping. Then station number 2, we have our protein. They're weighing out every single plate to either a 4, 6, or 8 ounce portioning. Over here, we'll have a garnisher, top, sleeves, and then bagging it. It's a slow process because we're not mass producing the same meals, but because it's offering a customizable option for you guys, that's been the foundation of MacroFit. So with you guys, once the order's finalized, we have some options for you. We offer a pickup or delivery, or if you're a Madhouse member, you can actually have your meals picked up at Madhouse.
He starts doing it. He actually gets laid off from his construction.
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
Work gets slow, and he stops working.
This
Was this like 09, 2010?
No, this is 2012.
All right.
December.
Yeah.
I get laid off. I remember freaking New Year's Eve.
How did that conversation? Oh, in the holidays?
Yeah. No, I got laid off a month before New Year's Eve.
Oh.
But
Everybody knows that state in your life when something happens.
The whole crossover point happened around October. That picture we were gonna send you guys. Hopefully you can find it. And then in December, I get laid off. But I don't those 3 months when I learned how to track macros, I started, back then Herbalife was huge in the community. So I went and I started hanging out with some friends from Herbalife. And then it was like all that motivation, plus him teaching me how to eat. So I was on this, great, I want to change my life. I want to lose weight and get healthier.
But wait, hold on, before you get to the picture, we haven't even talked about the picture as far as what it was.
Yeah, well, I want to know about this.
I go into his room, because at this point, he's kind of like half in, half out. Like, he's hearing me, but he's not implementing.
He's half-assing.
He's half-assing the results, right? So I go into the room, and he is passed out in his choice, panza all out. There's an empty pizza box. Oh, with Caesars. And there's an empty 2-liter.
No.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, we want to get out. Now we need to picture. Now we need the picture. Yeah, we should. Yeah. Now we want that picture, bro. Okay, so I was just right.
Pass the fuck out on the bed.
If I see that 2-liter, bro.
And so I take the picture, and in no shape or way did I do it to humiliate him,
Nah.
to make fun of him or anything.
I gave me a little pep talk.
No, we were driving to my mom's house. I sent him the picture the next day.
Yeah, I remember that.
We're driving, and then the whole way there, and that was a pivotal moment for him. That was when
that was crossroad.
That was a crossroad, because after that, and that's the thing that with Memo, once the switch is on,
It's on.
It's game.
And that's with his work ethic, his body, because he's transformed it to however he wants. So I've always said that he's been blessed genetically because of his height, his weight, but when he wants it, he wants it.
Yeah, discipline.
Yeah. But
And you know what? I'm gonna be honest, man. Everybody tells you they want it, but doing and wanting are two different things.
Correct.
And the fact that you went from I'm tired of this lifestyle to where you're at, that says a lot.
Yeah, I was tired. I used to smoke a pack a day, cigarettes.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Because I was a construction worker. Construction
Ah.
worker, you guys are like working with construction. That's like you're working with a bunch of men. That's like as many as it gets. I don't know now. I don't know. But yeah, it's like you're working with some rugged ass motherfuckers, and these fools like.
Hey, I got a question. So, were you those type of guys that smoke and always ask people for a lighter?
No, I was not.
That annoys me when I see that in the streets. I hate smoking, but so that you went from turn the light switch, game on, and now he's on board with you. Then
now he's on board.
All right,
And it was a full transformation.
Yeah.
To quit smoking, that was a process. It took me like 3 months. I remember I had to put a patch. I had to really want it, and I did. That was hard.
I think there's another motivator to Hannah.
Oh, a girl.
So
Yeah.
it was the brotherly love. It was me wanting something better for him. But then he met a young lady, my best friend at the time, and he fell in love.
Sure enough.
And he had long hair. He was like a construction worker, because he's a rockero too. He's very talented on the guitar. And I remember we're at LA Fitness here in Downey on Firestone. That was the stomping ground. That was day one gym. We're working out. I remember exactly where we're at. We're at the cable crossovers. And Memo was siempre, trying to coquetear and everything. And I remember she made a comment. She's like, you know what? If you quit smoking and cut your hair, maybe.
But she was fucking around. She was for sure fucking around. Because it took me maybe like 4 years.
I was gonna say 4 days, no, bro.
Man, that was
She was just fucking around.
No,
Straight up.
why she said it or what? I don't. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant, right? The fact is, he did it. He cut his hair. He stopped smoking, right? Transformed his body.
It's crazy when
Later on,
they give you auto.
they give you a little crack in the window and just chill. That's why, ladies, when you obviously make those comments, be careful. You might, because we'll take it to heart. Clearly,
Yeah.
Men are sensitive.
Yeah.
well, we want something. We want something. But that was my motivator for sure.
That was a huge motivator.
But
So from there, how long did it take you to like obviously lose the fat? And
Okay, so
Herbalife,
let's see.
macros.
So I met her, but she
friends on him.
She friends on
Friends on him.
straight up
Hard.
like. But I was
Hopeful.
you were determined.
because remember she said if
So you're saying I have a chance.
yeah. So I ended up getting really tight with the Herbalife people,
Okay.
and I started going to the Fit Club. I started doing the whole. They're big on mindset.
You know, now that I think about it, I think you were just an infiltrator, bro.
I did.
You were just.
Hey, don't catch it. I can get caught saying this shit on camera.
Well, no, I know.
Honestly, I did. I fucked with them hard. It
was big mindset.
I told them,
Community and mindset.
I thank them for everything because they did change my life.
Yeah.
When it comes to my mindset, at that moment in time, but when I found out that I could not sell the product for the life of me, but I could sell food, I went with what I could sell, and I went with my heart wanted. So the way it happened, damn, I don't want to scoot to me. So I'm hanging out with the Herbalives.
Hey, shout out to people that work here. Like,
It's for us. I think more importantly was the product because there was overpriced. You can get
It was good. Their product is good though. I'll tell you that.
overpriced. And the whole the it's a pyramid scheme.
But there's
It
a
is.
lot of
But
things
it-
out there in this-
Correct.
Come on.
I'm not saying anything bad about it. I'm saying it is what it is. How you can make money, how you can monetize it by bringing more and more people.
Right.
What is that? It's a pyramid.
But I think the mindset's the most important.
Yeah,
That's
if I'm
what
not
really changes
mistaken,
people's-
they're big on Jim Rohn.
Yeah.
I know Jim Rohn's a big influence. I mean, I know because I'm a big Jim Rohn advocate, and I know he actually, at the end of his life, he would actually consume Herbalife.
Yeah.
And but yeah, they're big on mindset. You're right on that.
For that in the community.
Yeah.
The community, and that's more important what he was getting because
That's what I got attracted to.
and I was all for it because I saw at the time I was still going to school, so any free time that he had,
He saw my change and just an attitude and everything.
because they were very positive. More importantly, with him because of the music background that he has with metal and ska, it is a darker community, a lot more troubled, aggressive, and so anything opposite of that I saw that he was investing time in, I thought it was
You're all
positive.
for it.
I'm all
Yeah,
for it.
yeah.
So I was supportive. I was really encouraging for it. But for sure, you were not selling. I don't think you ever made a sale.
I did. I tried.
He sold meals for sure.
I'll get to that part yet.
But how Macrofit started with the meals, and that's how Herbalife started, was that when I instilled the Macrofit, it wasn't Macrofit at the time, it was just macros, right? I instilled macros with him being the chef that he is, he took it to another level.
Started cooking my own food.
He started cooking his own food, he posted on social media. Just more important, I don't even think you wanted to monetize. It was more so he was just like, I don't have a job. You were collecting unemployment at the time, and it was something that you were now investing in, which is yourself.
So Macrofit came first or Madhouse?
Macrofit
is the OG.
This is 2012.
This is 2012. So he learns macros. He starts implementing macros. We're at the house one day, and an old friend of ours, Vanessa, was there. He's prepping his own meals for the week, and he's very generous. You know, when you're at the house, hospitality, he'll cook you up a meal, which he did. Vanessa tried it, and then she loved it. Right? She asked me, "Hey, can you cook for me, and I'll pay you." That was client number one.
Yeah, client number one. She took the food to work.
Yeah.
Mind you, this was before meal prep didn't even exist on social media. She takes the food to work, and then somebody asks, "Hey, where'd you get that?" And then second client, 2 clients, 3 clients.
So this thing starts to
Traction.
evolve.
Traction.
Yeah.
So then,
At that time, I'm not involved. At that time, it's just all him.
Yeah, and then at the same
was
time,
manageable for you.
I'm meal prepping myself.
Yeah.
The first month I dropped 20 pounds with the Herbalife
and the meals.
and the meal prepping, right? And the macro knowledge that he gave me, everything just went
Started
together.
clicking. Everything started clicking.
Yeah.
I dropped 20 pounds. I post that, and I'm posting my meals every week, and at the same time,
orders online.
yeah,
Now it's going viral.
Texting, yeah. At that point, we're still going to Fitness every day almost, and they're seeing his transformation. So he's getting more clients through that as well, throughout the gym, right? And then he meets a young man, Coach Richard Perez. That was a huge element with MacroFit. So when he came, did we have a name by that time?
No, we gave him Coach.
No, not Mac Coaches. I'm talking about
MacroFit. No,
did we name it at the time? No.
not yet.
So at that point, it was just you selling food.
Yeah.
Everyone, hey, food. I need food. Meal prep guy.
So then I would go to the fit clubs, Herbalife fit clubs, and then I was a food guy.
Nah.
Oh.
So what the Herbalife offers is to eat the shakes, and then you have to eat the food. And I'm selling the food to all the Herbalife people.
Yeah.
So then I go from 3 clients to 20 clients.
Oh, wow.
30 clients. And then from there, they were a huge helper in that. And I'll never take away anything from that. So just to get perspective, 30 clients is 30 orders of 10 meals, 300 meals.
Because it's Monday to Friday. It's not 1 meal per day. So they're ordering a la semana.
So you go from chill to now.
It's going.
Yeah, so what is that? It was 300 meals at $6.
At $6. Yeah, I mean, he was making a couple
That was $1,800,
yeah, a week.
right?
Yeah.
So I always tell the story. He's always in there. We're gonna make the shit viral, motherfucker.
No,
So
it's true. It's true. That check.
What we say about this, my first week when I did MacroFit, I spent $200, right?
All right.
One client. I go to the store, buy the toppers, food, all day I cook. Second week, I get 2 clients. But I put in, it was $200 that I
The
put.
same $200.
So then those $200, I make $400. I get back $400 and I put it back in.
Reinvested.
Reinvest it. So every week, every month, whatever I was making, I was putting it back in. So I turned $200 into $200,000 in a matter of 3 years. And that's how we saved up to open up the
There's
location.
the kitchen. Yeah.
There's more to it.
Yeah, I was about to say, but there's a lot of but that's how he does
That thing starts
traction.
It took off. And
he got we have to add the component that then he can't do it all by himself because now you're cooking that much carbs, proteins, prepping. It's a full on operation. There's small restaurants that won't do that volume in a week, and he was doing it in 2 days. So what needed to happen? He needed help. He needed minis.
so guess what I was calling every week for the recipes?
Mama.
Terry.
Because there's only so many ways you can
So
cook.
now she comes into the picture.
Yeah.
So I'm calling her at that point. She
And Mama, how do you make a different?
How do you make steak picado?
That picadillo?
Yeah.
How do you make it?
So that's over the phone. She's giving me the recipe.
But again, you're hungry.
And I'm literally
I tell you, and she's
So now you're really making like plates, like
right.
Yeah.
We're his bag.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's settled.
the plate, yeah. Then how I told you that I grabbed macros.
Yeah.
And I figured out how to create food.
So it's the
So I
recipes
started
that you're
eating
making.
Mexican food.
Correct.
Which healthier Mexican food.
Through the cooking process.
Through the understanding.
Okay, next time I'm gonna come back. I need to have some. I'm gonna have to get some platos here, some picadillo. We ain't doing this podcast.
We should do some meal. Break with it.
Yeah. So you start really
down.
the like
No.
It's just that creativity.
Mexican plates into place.
Which even sometimes they complain that it's too spicy.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, but
Because the diverse amount of clients now, but yeah.
So now you go. This thing's taking its course. Where in the world did this gym come into place?
So
This madhouse.
So with MacroFit, yeah. So MacroFit allowed us to
obviously the MacroFit story, we can go a whole 2 hours. It's just so much stuff that happened along the way.
Remember I told you in the beginning?
it could be
Like, hey man, you're like, wait a minute, I told you, I warned you.
So the most, just so people understand, because this is going to blow people's mind, the most meals we were able to do for my home was about 3,000 meals. It's
This was what year?
2016,
15, 16.
So this is like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh.
From home.
From home.
You understand how much food that is?
This is where in Southgate?
Yeah, from the park.
Front of the park. which it looked like a trap house
Yeah.
because you're how are we going to service 300 clients? Remember, it's 10 meals per client.
So are people walking in and out?
No. What, that would have been definitely no. It would have. So we were kind of like, you know, how can we make it? How can we facilitate the customer experience?
Yeah.
So like, you know what? Where do you park when you run at the park?
Right across the street.
That's where they park.
So that where you park is where the client would park. They would text us, "Hey, Jesus is here, black Chevy," and then
And we had 2 girls running.
we already had your order. So we already, okay, as soon as your total, we would text you, hey, as soon as your order is going to be $110. And so you had cash ready. So we'll have one of the girls run, because there's, imagine 300 clients picking up between 2 days per hour. Clients are coming in. So they would run with 4 bags. Hey, Jesus, here's your order. Boom, give me your money. And so we like trap house. So people running the park, they would be like, hey, ¿qué venden?
Yeah.
Comidas. ¿De qué? Pues aquí tenga. Pruébala.
There goes the sample.
There goes the sample.
The scariest part was the cops used to pull up.
Serious story with that one. I'm at
So we
home.
pull up and there's a cop outside.
Well, because we only operated. So orders.
Give me that droga.
You're busted. No,
Narcos over here.
I was going to kick through the door. No, the orders would come in. So we only have operations specific days. So they only picked up Sunday at that time. And so throughout the week, you know, no customers were coming. So I remember I'm at the house and they're like, damn, that's a loud ass knock.
Yeah.
So I cracked the window. There's a police car right in front of the house, and there's 2 Southgate PD in front of the house.
And mind you seen those juggler movies where there's tables everywhere?
Yeah, yeah.
And you have a group of 4 right here, 4 right here, 4 right here, 4 right here. Go everybody weighing shit.
Yeah.
Weighing the food.
Where's the body at?
Where the keys at?
Yeah. That's what that was.
You guys come down.
And everybody's shooting it because it's a fucking cop. And it turns out that he was ordering meals.
No, it's like, hey, I heard someone from the department told me this is where the Mac place an order. I want to place an order.
Yeah.
And
So now you got the cops with you.
we got the department with us. And every week when we would close
I
up
still get scared every time I saw a cop outside.
every week we close up the count and we're like, bro, like when the fuck are we gonna get popped?
Yeah, with that, we're gonna get, because we could have gotten popped by the health department. Like this.
Because we're operating without a license, without you know proper.
Risking it all.
It was risking it all for sure. For 3 years we did that. We saved all our money.
I just watched the commercial on Nike this morning. How's it burn? And it's a Nike commercial about risking it all. And I think if I'm not mistaken, Bern, correct me if I'm wrong, the guy, they gave him this load of money.
Okay.
And the guy travels the world. And he's just doing everything possible. And he's like, you only live once. But I like this concept in the commercial. Says, people live all these years, but try to live on a daily basis.
They don't live on a daily
They
basis.
don't live on a daily basis.
They go through routine on a daily
And
basis.
what you guys did is reminding me of that commercial. We'll make sure we put the link up on there.
Yeah,
And you guys were just going based on vision.
correct.
We did it so much that we're like,
Like, you know, when people say you find out your why.
yeah.
So at that time, I mean,
But we knew our goal was to be legit. It's always been like that.
So that's right. You knew you wanted your goal.
the vision. It was
The end result.
I mean, how much were we clearing at the house at the cash?
So just get an idea. 3,000 meal, 3,000 times. That's $18,000 at $6 each meal. Imagine back then it was $6 a meal.
yeah,
$60 for 10 meals.
yeah.
Just let that sink in. Right now we're charging $120
For the week. Yeah.
For that.
That's a whole other conversation.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
frustrating.
man, that's a love right there, man.
So imagine back then I'm bringing $18,000 are coming in 1 week. Okay, in sales, and same thing.
So there's expenses, payroll expenses of the
course.
kids. I mean, it was
Yeah, we had kids.
we had high school kids,
no way.
but we're paying them $100 a day because it was hard work. Because
They were all our friends from the gym.
from the gym, all the kids, all the mocosos.
Really?
We'll show you. We have
Yeah.
So you guys really would have gotten popped.
Oh, child labor laws? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And so we were paying them. I mean,
Are they still connected to these kids?
they still work for us.
No way.
They're still with
And
us.
well,
Some
half
of
of
them
them-
continued and outgrew us, and they're on their journey. But that was how even more we were able to get into the community, because the kids then went to Montebello and Southgate and Downey, and they started selling meals, getting word out. Because fitness,
You set a good example, though.
correct. Because
That's-
we're giving them
that's
skill sets. We're teaching them how to cook, how to prep, and they're learning how to feed themselves, which is important for men. You know, we don't want to depend on unless that must.
One thing about us,
know
like
how to cook.
all the kids that work for us, they all know how to cook.
We teach them through the
Yeah.
A through Z.
That's something that's a pretty rare skill, man.
Correct.
It is.
Most girls do not know how to cook.
So fast forward at that part. So when it canceled. And so we were able to save all of the money that we were able to save up to fully invest into our storefront. We did zero financing. Everything came.
Where's your store now?
On Tweety, on Atlantic and Tweety.
Okay.
Southgate.
Next to the Pescador.
Yeah.
Yeah. Macrofit.
I want to make sure you guys, so people know where it's at.
Where we're at, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Atlantic and Tweety.
The craziest part when we were trying to find a location,
We looked everywhere.
we looked there, we're down now. Like I really wanted down so bad,
Downing, yeah.
but the rent was it was really expensive.
Yeah.
And it just turned out that the location that I was looking for was right
The
behind my
whole
house.
time was right behind our house.
Yeah.
We literally walked there.
No wonder. We walked.
So it did two things. It allowed us to obviously be right next to work, next to home. And then imagine if you went to go pick up your meals in Southgate every week, and then all of a sudden we moved to Long Beach or to Downing over the freeway. You might lose certain clientele. So we're like, you know what? Let's just stay local because we already had a business. We're already generating every week. So we're like, you know what? Let's build it here, and we did, and we had a great success. We went from 3,000 meals a week up to the highest
10,000.
meals a week. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and then the pandemic hit.
Pandemic hit.
But through that process, before the pandemic, we had gym accounts at the time. We would go to local gyms and say, hey, you have a book of business. What are you're servicing people? You want them to gain the best results possible. You're obviously training them. You have control of them here, but are they following their meal plans at home? Are you making sure that they're eating at home? Of course. So how about this? Let us put a fridge in your gym and we'll sell our service. We'll deliver the meals every week, and then you'll monetize it because we'll give you a commission off of every meal that you sell through your gym. So they jumped on board. So we started getting gym accounts. Madhouse started because this used to be Force 12. And we're down the street, so I'm like, perfect. Let's go talk to Jesus. At the time was the owner. We put up a fridge exactly where that fridge is now. Is exactly where it was back then. And so we started servicing this space. It's nothing what it is right now, but we started servicing this gym as one of our first gym accounts.
So he knew who we were,
Yeah.
and then 2020 comes along. Mind you, our goal,
2019, third quarter,
December.
December.
So our goal with Macrofit, like we're into the food business. That's what we do.
Yeah.
That's our shit.
You never thought.
Never thought about being a gym. Because guess what? Everyone that we knew, we knew how we knew all the gym owners,
Yeah.
That's because we're doing business with them.
and we know they're struggling. We know that they're not making money. Like
So they're owner operators. They're only making. So the trainers would pay the rent because they had trainers, and then whatever they would train that was on that they would monetize. But then you can do that anywhere, right? You just clock in, clock out, whatever you make.
Yeah.
So we saw all the local gyms were struggling.
yeah.
We were
So
excited
and
about
everyone
it.
like and so then
So how did the opportunity came about? All right.
I mean,
so 2020 comes along. I think it was like January when he walks in.
no. This was before
He
because
walked in way before.
no, it was before. It was around. I want to say November, no, September, October, because it took a while for us to close the deal. Remember, because
It wasn't around. Was it around Thanksgiving? I remember.
perhaps
It's around there.
It was around
October,
Yeah,
November,
I don't remember. So he walks into that. We're in a meeting. We're in
We're in my house.
We're in that meeting and we're talking about how we got the name.
Yeah.
And Jesus walks in. This was already fast forwarded. We stopped doing business with him because he
wasn't doing too.
wasn't doing too well. He got behind on invoices, and we understand we're business owners, so we're like, you know what, we give him a break. But then it got to a point where like, I can't keep delivering you meals and you're not paying for the ones that you owe me for 5 weeks ago. So we ended the contract. We pulled the fridge, and so he walks in unexpectedly. We thought that he wanted to renew the contract with us with the meals, right?
Yeah.
So we look at each other, we're like, bro, like, no has pagado. What do you mean?
No, we're good.
So he sits down. He's like, hey guys, like, I want to give her the space. I want to get out of the lane.
He has a little piece of paper with the
Estimate
everything.
of all the equipment and what's it cost. And then
And when I looked at each other, it was just like, we never planned on a build up gym, but it was like a bucket list.
It's like you know what? How cool to have like a man cave gym where we just fuck shit up, like loud music, like for us, right? But it was never like, hey, we're gonna build a gym, we're gonna monetize it, this is the business plan, we're gonna do that, we're gonna have.
Look, back then our mindset was just food.
It's just the opportunity click.
Correct. It presented itself.
So then we looked at each other, and the price was right. It wasn't as bad.
$80,000.
And then we were like, you know what? As long as as long as it breaks even, you know, quite, I'm down.
Well, our thought was, look, It's down the street.
I'm gonna do it. We're gonna open it. I'm not doing it to make money, as long as it doesn't take away from us.
It was down the street. It'll be like, oh, we don't have to have a gym membership. Like it was that much that look, the space is amazing. If you look at this space, it's unique because of the high ceilings, the natural lighting, the big gates, right? The roll-up gates. So we're like, you know what? It'll be our personal gym.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's do it. And
we'll show you videos of how we got it. Like,
it's not like I bet. At the time, we're doing business with another gym, KillFit, on Eastern and yeah. And so we wanted to do a merger, a partnership with them. And so we figured they're really well known in the community, Arna and his team. And so we're like, you know what? It's a powerhouse. We'll do the nutrition and the food. That's our forte. And then we'll have them come in. They were out of space. They needed to expand at the time. And so I called up Arna. I'm like, hey, Arna, remember that conversation we had about like a big ass facility, 20,000 square feet, and us being able to like just service pro athletes, young athletes, and just the community? I'm like, it might be coming up sooner than later. I'm like, we just got presented with an offer. Let's sit down. He had 4 partners. And I remember I gave him a PowerPoint, that whole presentation that I made. One of the owners flew in to the town. We sat him off at HQ, and then we went through the presentation. And we're like, look, you already have a book of business. You need space. Force 12 already has a book of business. It's just he's not managing it. So, and we have a presence in the community. So let's sit down. Yeah, just fucking do it. Yeah. Unfortunately, fast forward, it's tough.
About 6, 7 months, 8 months after that.
So we pull the trigger. We buy his suits out, and it was difficult because one, we did not keep any of the book of business. I mean, our Sergio was probably one of the few members that were there. Shout out to Sergio. Appreciate you. Sergio, hope you grandfathered in, bro. Actually, that was the issue. That was the issue because the rates that were beforehand, right? Yeah. There were certain rates. This is. I'm a man of my word. So I did a presentation with Force 12 when he had his clients present. I introduced myself. I told him, hey, we're going to be the new owners. My intentions are to grandfather you in for a set time. And then with the additional value that we're bringing you, you're going to see the value and you're going to be transitioned into the new rate. Because, again, we knew the models weren't working. We knew exactly what was going on with the numbers.
I think one blessing that we had, because we knew
wasn't working gyms.
We knew kind of what they do. So we kind of observed that, and we let's not do this, let's do this, and we created our own model, our own thing, which ended up working out.
And so going back to it, that didn't happen because when I told them, hey, they're Sergio, I don't know how much you're paying, but
you're missing a whole build out, fool.
What?
The build out of the gym.
No. But this was remember the
missing the whole build out.
The build out coming off from the start. Well, the build out hasn't happened. No.
So what's gonna happen if y'all get into a fight? I'm not getting in between both of you. I hope you guys know that.
You're missing the whole
build out.
So you walked in. Well, first you parked.
Yeah.
Tell me about when you parked.
You couldn't find any parking.
Okay, so that's why we've technically already capped the memberships. Okay. We capped the memberships due to the fact that because it is a private boutique gym, we have to preserve the experience. We have to make sure that because the price point, what we're offering, you're able to come in and get the full experience, meaning you're not going to be waiting for machines. So it is a little busy now. That's why recently I just capped the memberships, and now we do have a wait list. But you said that you walked in, and what's the first thing you heard in the parking lot?
First thing I've heard was the music. You could hear the music outside.
Yeah. You walk in, the first thing you see to the right is going to see the coffee bar.
Yeah.
Macrofit's coffee bar.
That's what's up right there.
Anything from protein shakes, acai bowls, espressos. We got the full menu.
So I'm just wondering, did this guy work out already?
Let's ask him because his shirt looks like it is.
Did you already do your workout?
Yeah.
Because they're saying if you don't work out, you get kicked out.
You gotta make sure you put in the work here.
Can't be a fat gym owner, that's for sure.
So I'm gonna get the full experience right now. I was just telling him that walked in and you hear the vibe. So I didn't know this. So you guys, there's a waiting list to get into the gym.
we'll get to a certain amount of members and we'll cap it, meaning we'll preserve no more new members, and we'll let the wait list pile up. Once we start seeing, hey, we've had a couple cancellations, we'll call you up saying, hey, you have 24 hours to come in and redeem your membership. If not, we'll have to call someone else.
How long's the waiting list?
Right now, we're about 20 members. Yeah, we just capped it a week ago. I did an announcement announcing that we were going to have 30 slots available, and they filled up in 24 hours.
So like almost 1 hour.
Casi, yeah, exactly.
Damn.
Now we're walking in the space. What was your mantra? Hey, when you're walking the space.
What do you mean? Oh, I always say like build it and they will come. So that's been kind of our thing. Like let's build it, make it amazing, and people will come. You didn't know what's here, but like if you were more of a gym goer and you knew this existed, you would be curious enough to come just to check it out. Once you walk in, you're hooked.
Bro, you walk in.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I would see it on social media.
Mm-hmm.
I think actually the first time I saw it on social media, I didn't know it was actually here in Cuddy.
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't know. And what gravitated me was the fact that I saw, I think it was Kobe, but I've always seen the Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
And so when I would see it on social media, I'm like, where the hell is this gym at? Never knew it was
Right here.
right here, down the street.
Right here. Local.
So whose idea, I got to ask this question, whose idea was it? It's like 4 pillars that you guys have up here. Like whose idea was that?
Well, design wise, there's 4 doors, so I had to put something on each door, for sure. Why choose Arnold? Obviously, he's the king of bodybuilding. Kobe, LA,
And
and I love what he stands for.
Mamba
mentality.
yeah.
Conor McGregor, I would have to say the quote, bro. That quote, that's what we're
not here to take part.
We're here to take over. And I know, like, we just have one madhouse, but trust, like, in a couple years, like, our plan is to we're gonna take over.
We'll do the next one at the next gym.
Oh, there you go.
The next location.
And then obviously Mike Tyson, I think I'm a big fan.
Huge fan. And then with the ring, we had to bring the element with the ring too.
That's another thing.
Yeah, when you walk in.
You walk in and you see this ring.
Yeah.
If you're an avid fan like I am, and then I honestly, man, I walked in, I trip out, but then you see things on social media, right? And then I turn over and I see the WBC belt hanging.
Yeah.
And that's the green belt. Now, if you're into boxing, the green belt means anything. And I just walked over there and I'm like, damn, they got the green belt up in this.
I saw you pointing out and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, and then you tell me it's signed by
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
By any chance, you ever wanted any other green belt signed by any particular boxer?
I was gonna do Mayweather, Canelo, but that's for the second gym.
Other location.
Never Chavez.
Chavez, I actually trip out of this. Not that I'm not a fan of Chavez. Maybe it's a little.
Our time?
No,
Before the time?
Yeah,
before the time.
But my dad, he did all the jewelry for it.
Are you serious?
So Chavez has these gloves like this. This is a weight, but he has some gloves. My dad did that. So my dad, those are parents are entrepreneurs. My dad had a jewelry store in HP,
Pacific and Zone.
and he did all the jewelry for a lot of
Really?
guys. Yeah, back in
So my first artist, check this out, my first fight. I don't know.
he knew Chavez personally.
Damn. So I don't know how old I was, but I just remember my first boxing fight, Chavez versus Taylor. Obviously, if you guys watch boxing, he wins at the last 10 seconds. And I just remember being a kid like, damn, who is this guy? And I just became like a huge fan.
Oh, for sure. He's up. He's one of the greats up there. Especially how many times he fought.
I mean, they don't really do that. I fight. No. Now a year rest and yeah.
Sometimes they fight twice a year.
They do it early. They do it early to rack up the record, and then from there, the money moves.
When they ask Canelo, like, does he think he's the greatest? He always kind of hesitates because he knows, he can't compare the Chavez record.
You have a favorite boxer?
He's a boxing fan.
I'm Mike Tyson all the way.
Mike Tyson. So what are you a fan of?
Golf as well.
So who's your fan? Who's your favorite?
Tiger Woods.
I got to see him tee off.
Okay.
I think it was Calabasas. Just when I started in real estate.
Nice.
They invited us over. Tiger Woods going to be playing.
Thousand Oaks or at the World Hero.
I have no idea where
I was probably the Hero World. It was his event probably.
Yeah.
So Me golfing, yeah, definitely Tiger. I received a scholarship from him from his charity when I went to college. So
Really?
that was cool.
Damn.
Yeah, I was a big golfer back in the day.
I mean, you guys have such a history. And I told you guys from the beginning of this, before we even turned the cameras on, hey guys, if this thing
Dragged.
no, it won't feel like it, but I hope you guys know we're like into 45 minutes. And
For sure we are.
And I'm telling you guys, because you were like, hey man, I'm like, yeah, I'm just letting you, I'll let it go. I'll let it just record.
Your fiance doesn't know though. I think he's one of them.
No, I don't know. I mean, I'd keep on, but
We could keep it a little shorter. Like, go.
I mean,
no. I mean, I love this, man. I'm vibing with it. So now, I want to know.
There's so much fucking detail.
So check this out. I really want to get to this because you guys have a platform on social media. I hope you guys know that. All respectfully, I've seen it. This is my first time walking in. And I asked you guys this question privately. How in the world did you guys come about Madhouse? Because I got the first
Macrofit, yeah.
Macrofit, right?
The name
So
Madhouse?
I want to know how Madhouse.
So back when we were doing Macrofit, we used to meet up every once a week, Mondays, and pretty much just to review the entire week, mess us.
Fuck up.
So that's like all the main people. Be like, it was like 4 or 5 of us. We used to sit down and we go at each other like, why do you do this? It was just chaos. 8-hour meetings of like arguing, and obviously with the arguments, though, we find solutions and we improve. I remember on the time we were trying to get the gym, we were arguing, and Wyndham was one of my partners too. He goes, man, this is a madhouse, and he just walks away, like, pinche locos.
Loco.
Because I'm very passionate, man. I'm a very passionate man, and I could be very
Crazy.
yeah,
Explosive.
I'm the crazy one.
You're the crazy one.
Yeah,
I'm the one.
he's the more
You're the mediator.
he's like yin and yang.
All right.
Yeah.
That's been always the case even with our parents, our friends, his relationship.
Yeah, I'm the crazy one.
Mind you, because he dated my best friend for quite some time, so I was always in the middle. Even though I told him specifically I'm not gonna be in the middle, and then you get stuck. I was always stuck. Yeah.
So the Madhouse stuck. It stuck to you or stuck to you?
Well, the name just it rang, and then from there it's us, because then we're like Madhouse,
Fucking okay.
and then we're like, okay, well the name, okay, Madhouse, well, asylum, like it's you're crazy, you walk in, it's and that's how we got even the membership, solitary confinement, like that's what we call
about being crazy.
It's about being locked up to where you could come in and just fuck shit up, and we said, you know what, we're gonna have loud music, we're gonna have loud colors.
And then obviously gangs, that's that bro, the gym bro stuff, and then asylum, that's giving you that touch, the comic book touch.
Yeah.
Where it gives it that crazy.
Yeah.
That's why I have the Joker too. He's part of the
thing of it.
There's some of the thing, I'll be honest, man. I'm a huge Kobe fan, Jordan fan, Kobe. I remember when Kobe came in. I still remember his first game. I had to stay up because they played in Hawaii back in the days for the preseason, and they didn't even play him. I was so pissed because I'm like, dude, that's our Jordan in LA, right? Obviously Tyson. I remember when he lost, bro. It was like, dude, how did this guy lose to Buster Douglas? Yeah. And I remember Buster Douglas because he was supposed to come out, and back then wrestling, he was supposed to be the ref for I think it was a match with Hulk Hogan. And so Mike Tyson was supposed to appear as a ref. He loses, and Buster Douglas shows up.
Oh shit!
And he's when he punches Macho Man and all that stuff. McGregor's now reset. That guy's, and he's got his own story. And Arnold, man, this guy's a beast. And then the Joker, that's one of my favorite movies.
That Joker from that movie specifically, it's really dark.
Which a local artist drew that.
Really?
Yeah.
He presented to us in just a drawing, and then you set up the contact that did the stencils of the gates.
Yeah.
Give him a shout out because we get asked all the time, who drew it?
I'm about to dig for that.
He needs to look up for that. Give him a shout out, please, because we get asked all the time. He's a graffiti artist.
Tetris. Tetris.
Shout out to Tetris.
Tetris, man.
Does he like? That's how you find him on Instagram, or?
So I think his name's Tetris on the thing.
So we were going through. He printed out, because again, him being the artist and the designer. Even with Macrofit, the kitchen, I still have the picture of us being in the counter, up a kitchen counter at our house, and he was drawing it out, with a ruler, and like, okay, you're gonna put the kitchen here, we're gonna put the prep tables here, the actual hood over here, everything. And then when Madhouse came up, we had the space, and then he started drawing it. We draw the gate. He took a picture, and he literally just, okay, we're gonna put this picture there, there, and there. So he called up Tetris. He's like, hey, can you do this on those? He looked at it. Yeah,
Easy money.
how much? How much are you charging for?
No, I had gotten a quote from somebody else, and they were charging me $2,000 a door.
Per door. And then Tetris comes in
Tetris charged me $700.
per door.
And when he did that, you know what? I should.
He's trying to
I'll shoot
more.
you 900.
Yeah, per. But how he did it, he came in.
Can't give him the secret.
Oh, okay. Never mind. But
Secret sauce.
secret sauce. Okay.
Yeah.
But amazing was like even that red Hulk.
Just like the secret sauce in your. Come on.
That red Hulk behind you. Same thing. You see it.
Oh shoot.
And he did that with spray
Yeah, it's all hand.
hand. So seeing that, man, and then you see the macrofit. Memo did it with Venetian.
That's Venetian plaster.
Venetian plaster.
on the wall.
Yeah, we have
There's a lot of fine detail in this place. Like,
even the table. Earlier you mentioned you complimented the table.
I love the table, man, because I could go back and it's not about me, but I've always envisioned doing a round table, a podcast. So when I walked in, the first thing I see is the table. I'm like, damn, to me it was like it all came into what do you call it?
Fruition.
Fruition, or it's that's the name. I'm going blank, but full circle. It came to a full circle to me.
Quite literally.
Literally, because my fiance's right in the back, and I'm like 4 or 5 years ago watch YouTube videos, and I'm like, I want to do something like this.
Okay.
Back then, I just had one camera.
You could borrow ours.
And
This is a quarter of a round table behind you.
Yeah, that whole thing too for circle. So
That's what we came up with. That we did that, and then the one behind you in the middle has a dumbbell that indicates our unity. That has all the signatures of us that helped build it. Some of the bodybuilders, some of the Olympians that came through our door. Yeah, there's some history, and that was through COVID because.
and that's a whole different story.
That's a whole story.
Hey, if you guys don't mind, I would love to come back.
We're gonna have to.
Yeah, because you guys have a lot to say.
We left off on COVID.
We're gonna have to start off. We're gonna start off the next podcast on COVID. Where can they find you guys on social media? I know you guys got two social media platforms.
For Macrofit, LA Macrofit, and then Matt Hoskins assignment,
And my personal Memo _ Saro.
and then A Saro.
Cool. I mean, you guys are doing a lot for the community. I mean, mad props to you guys. I think you guys asked me. I think you were asking me, and I tried to tell you guys why that was behind all these podcasts. And I want to make sure that I bring. I want to highlight like true entrepreneurship, and I want to highlight people that are in our own community that are doing great things for amongst the community and for the next generation. I have a gentleman that's right behind us, right? Sean. I want to talk to him. Shout out. I mean, Sean. I want to make sure I get his story. So we got you're next, man. Yeah. I got to get you up there. And I just told him, man, I got to warn you, you're going to get a bunch of DMs, boy. He's smiling already. Yeah, I'll take those. But I got to wrap it up with some rapid fire. All right. I like to have fun with this. So
run it.
I know that I already got both of your favorite athletes, but I got to get to, if I have to ask you guys this question right here. Favorite musician or band?
Favorite musician or band?
I always get people with that. I
don't have one just because I actually play music. So I play guitar.
And that's why I knew it would be hard for him.
So my genre, man, I like everything. But top favorite?
All right, give me 5. Let's see what you come up with.
All right. So rock, we'll have to be Metallica, Pantera, Slayer, and then, believe it or not, Mozart.
All right, cool.
Beethoven. I like
classical music. Yeah, I remember that.
Bro, I cannot see you listening to that.
I'd be surprised. So what about you? I live next. Well, we live together, so my room's next to him, so I hear everything. So to be honest, for me, music's tough because I couldn't tell you that I have a specific favorite. I don't have. I'm the type of person that put music just to listen to in the back.
Yeah.
But even when I started dancing, I started picking up dancing bachata, salsa. I don't listen to the music. I just count. It's a weird thing. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. All right. Favorite movie.
Ooh. Can I go first?
Yeah, go first.
Oh,
same time.
Ready? 2, Gladiator.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That was a
Gladiator.
You know what? My dad watched that movie 100 times.
No, 1,000 times. Yeah.
And because of that, I love
Rome.
I love Rome. I love Italy. I love anything to do with Rome.
Are you not entertained? Like, absolutely. No, yeah.
I like this, man.
Yeah. That was good. So if it's good,
You know what? I had a fucking feeling like I felt this.
saying. Now I was gonna say Scott 60 seconds, but glad
No, Gladiator. Like, that's
it just gets home for sure.
That's a sick movie. It's a sick movie.
Yeah.
I gotta go with this favorite sport. I know you guys have some, but
Okay.
I know it's one's golf, right?
Favorite sport. Damn.
Desperdicio de talento y cuerpo, cabrón. That's what my dad always told me. You know what? That's what my dad always told me.
That's the one thing I do not. I can't say I'm a fan of.
Wait. F1 is a sport.
No.
What do you?
I wouldn't consider it a sport. It's
Okay, what are you talking about? It's an ad. You're driving. Is there reasons?
okay. Formula One, but
Another one.
we're talking about like sports.
Contact sport? What do you like? You got to
Oh, contact sport's different, but that is a sport.
Oh, it's a sport.
Yeah, it
Well,
is.
you of all people understand
boxing.
Boxing?
No, F1. Dude.
Formula One.
Formula One.
Yeah, I love Formula One, bro. Huge fan.
Huge. Again, because of that.
All right, so I gotta ask you guys this question, and I take your time on this. Someone, if you had to meet, past or present, who would it be?
Past or present.
Oh shit. It would be famous.
Well, some people even got as personal, like their own family, grandfather, and I'm like, oh damn, that's pretty interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, this is where we got to play the Jeopardy song.
But I would have said before Ben Hogan, the famous golfer. But when you said family member, I would have said our great grandfather from my dad's side because he flew. He ran from Spain.
All right.
And there's a story that my dad shared with me a long time ago that I don't want to disclose, but the reason why he fled Spain. And
Oh shoot.
so I would say that.
Someone.
Yeah, he's still thinking of.
Julius Caesar.
Oh, that was okay.
Oh damn.
That's a good one.
What would you ask him, bro?
I just want to just see him, like just see how he thinks.
Just out.
That's my.
Did you know it was coming?
He's short too. Short little fucker.
Really?
That Alexander the Great.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Damn, you're going deep out there, bro.
What's it? Conquerors, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the world conquerors. Yeah.
That's a world conquer.
Do you guys have any besides all that? Do you guys are into any sports, basketball, baseball? Yeah, none of that. You guys are just
No time for that, man. With all the businesses that we have, and
We're not married or we don't have kids.
to be watching a 2-hour game. No. Yeah, don't get me wrong with it. When the Super Bowl comes along, I'll watch.
We're social watchers.
Yeah.
We're our friends and we'll hang out. But to go out of our way, it's tough. Like we'll get Dodger tickets
I get free time to take a lot of time. Tell me when to go.
behind home plate,
Yeah,
and because of our vendor, and
wow.
he'll be like, "No, just take Will." He's like, "Oh, just take Will." Or
Damn. One last question. What's next for you guys? I know you said different location from that house. Hey, what's next for you guys? I mean, you got the
realistically,
you know that house is
so we're expanding. We're
okay.
That's number one. We're expanding. There's an expansion to come, 2025.
on both. Madhouse.
Correct.
All right, cool.
So there's an expansion coming up. We're going to take up the rest of the buildings here. Expect it to be 20,000 square feet.
What do you guys have a timeline? Oh, we don't have to disclose that yet.
no, we do.
We had a meeting today, actually.
Probably by March.
We'll break ground March 2025.
Yeah.
And so with that, we're actually launching quite a bit of things now to prepare for that. I just launched a scholarship, a transformation scholarship for any winner. I quite literally just launched it. The winner's going to be announced on Monday. And we're going to do a 16-week transformation challenge. We're going to do all for free just to be able to showcase everything. Accountability, coaching.
How do you
nutrition.
sign up for that?
There is a link on the bio of Madhouse.
Okay.
Again, completely free. You can actually refer people. If the winner wins that you referred, then you get something as well. Because we want to showcase what we can do with the commitment needed. And with that expansion, just being able to help more of the people of the community.
And that's what's up, man.
Yeah, the goal. I mean, my goal straight up is I want to own 4 gyms.
Okay.
LA, OC, Long Beach, and Liberty. That's 4 corners.
That's what's up, man.
That for sure. Next 4 years, we're driving towards that. We were gonna open up Long Beach, but we got the opportunity to make this one double down on this one, which is a no-brainer because we're here so much.
Yeah.
No.
And then MacroFit grows with the gym.
Organically.
It's inside, yeah.
So, man, I can't wait. Whenever that wall goes down,
It might not.
oh, it just opened it up or what?
Well, because my artist here, He's
Control.
he's already
I know I'm gonna do.
he might. We talked. I don't want to say too much, but he might do just another gym, different vibe. That way, when you're coming in, you're like, what am I feeling today? You know what?
So you ever been to like festivals when you go to one stage, feel a certain way, you go to the stage, it feels
Different vibe.
different vibe.
Yeah.
That's what we're going for.
Yeah, I like your mindset.
I'm not gonna do the same. No, it's be wait.
Maybe we'll come in whenever that warehouse is vacant. We'll just come and take a picture. I'll sit in there, and then we'll.
Before now, yeah.
Well, yeah. Why not?
Well, if you follow me, I'll be posting when I'm constructing.
Even though I tell him not to, I'm like, bro, just chill. What the? And he's like, excited. He's only excited.
It's that F1, bro. It's got that adrenaline. Hey, man, honestly, man, thank you guys. I know it's I mean, you guys probably been working all day. It's late in the evening. I really appreciate it for everything you guys actually took the time and invested. So, hey, mass shout out to Madhouse. Mass shout out to Macrofit. You guys are doing a hell of a job. Continue doing what's best for the community. And that's it for today's local legends. Follow them on Instagram. It's a wrap.